Welcome to another Chinuch Hashkofa message. This week, I'm not going to concentrate on the parsha of the week, but rather on Lag BaOmer, since tonight is Lag BaOmer, and Lag BaOmer being Friday goes right into Shabbos. Shabbos always completes the Yomim Tovim and what happens during the week. So at the Shabbos table or any other time with your children, it's a good time, even when Lag BaOmer comes out, still to be talking about the lessons from Lag BaOmer. And of course, Lag BaOmer has many components, but on a very deep way, it's all about Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai and his life. So I thought it would be a nice thing to learn a Torah, a teaching from Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, which you can do with your children, a simple one, but one that expresses a very, very important message. And it's a Mishnah in Pirkei Avos that Rabbi Shimon tells us that Shloishok Sorim Heim, there are three crowns, famous three crowns. Keser Torah, the crown of Torah; Keser Kahuna, the crown of priesthood, which were the Kohanim, were those that served Hashem; Keser Malchus, the crown of leadership, the crown of kingship, which of course was the main line of that is David HaMelech. But of course, as the Mefarshim explain, that the Torah, Kahuna, and Malchus refer to different parts of our own Avodas Hashem, and so on and so forth. And then of course, the Mishnah tells us that Rabbi Shimon also adds, and he says, "V'keser Shem Tov oile al gabeim," that the crown of a good name supersedes, overrides all the other crowns. So the Mefarshim asks a question: if the crown of a good name is so important, and it's even higher than the first three crowns, so why isn't there four crowns? The maths doesn't seem to add up. But of course, as it's brought down, the pshat is very simple. The wording of the Mishnah is Keser Shem Tov oile al gabeihem. The crown of a good name, oile, it rises up higher, al gabeihem, upon the other three. What the Mishnah is telling us, yes, having a good name, a Shem Tov, is so critically important, but a good name is only great or even greater when it's based on the first three. For a person to be popular, for a person to have a good name, for a person to even be have a very wonderful reputation, but it's not a reputation which is based on or because of the connection to Torah and mitzvahs, that's not a great crown altogether. And of course, the lesson there is so unbelievable, and it's something that we can use an opportunity to really discuss with our children. How Torah and mitzvahs, learning Torah and shmiras and mitzvahs, is not just a thing we do, it is everything that we are. And that needs to be talked about a lot. Again, it's not something we do in addition to every other thing in our life, it is our entire life. Kol ma'asecha l'shem shamayim, everything in our life surrounds serving Hashem. When a person serves Hashem, and a person does mitzvahs, and a person learns Torah, and then he also does it in a way where it's attractive to other people and inspires other people, and it builds up his reputation, the Shem Tov, then it's oil al gabei, and then it's even higher than just doing the Torah mitzvahs itself, because it's Torah mitzvahs brought to a new level. But that's what Rabbi Shimon is teaching us. Now, of course, it connects with something else about Rabbi Rashbi. Of course, Rashbi knows Torasai umnosai, that he was one of the people about which would have said that the Torah is his profession. His whole life was learning Torah, to the point that halachically he was on the level where he was one of those people exempt from tefillah even. But of course we know that we are not on that level at all, but we can learn from that idea. Is the Torah we do, is it part of who we are? Is it our life? Is it our chayes? Is it our passion? Is it our excitement? That concept, that value to bring out that Torah mitzvahs, living a life of Torah mitzvahs, is everything. Life has no meaning. Life has no value without Avodas Hashem. It's not like we live a normal life and to make it more meaningful we serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu. No. It is the only way, it is the only meaning, it is the only true connection, it's the only true value. Keser Torah, Keser Kuna, Keser Malchus, and then the Keser Shem Tov, which comes from Torah mitzvahs, is Oile al Gabein. It even rises higher than those three. But of course, as parents, we need to reflect, is that the hidden messages that we send? Do we get excited about Torah mitzvahs? Are we more excited about a vort, Torah mitzvahs, than we are about the newest piece of furniture that we got? Or the newest car that we got? Or the physical successes that are happening in our life? What's the excitement we show our children? What do we share about the successes of the day? If maybe we're not talking a lot or enough about the Yiddishkeit in our lives, the Torah mitzvahs, the Dvar Torahs that we saw, the new Vart that we saw in a Sefer. We need to share the passion of Torah mitzvahs so that it subtly sends the message, which is more powerful than an open message, that is who we are, that's what we are excited about. And if we're not quite there, we have to at least try and get excited and show something and show excitement and show passion and share exciting things that we've learned and observed. And then we show an example of Torah mitzvahs being who we are, not just something that we do. Have a wonderful day, a freiliche Lag BaOmer, and a good Shabbos.